is one of these knives that I have been promising, and I'm also just really, really excited for. Now, to be very clear, hype and excitement are an extreme double-edged sword, right? Or knife or dagger in this case. Because you love something and you want it and you see like, man, I need that. It's going to be perfect. And nothing's ever really perfect. It's just not the way the world works. So it's entirely possible my reaction in this video is going to be exaggerated if it's bad or if it's just okay, because I expect it to be incredible. I think this is going to be a good knife regardless. So if you see me look super down in the dumps, this is your disclaimer. It's because I am hyped, incredibly so, for this knife. So anyways, in this box from White Mountain Knives, we have the Coke Knives Korvid XL made by Kansept. And for the purpose of this video, another big, just retardedly gigantic knife. And we are in. No editing on this video, folks. I'm going to mumble, stutter, do whatever. Okay. I haven't laughed in a couple of days, so I appreciate that. In this box, there are 2 packing peanuts. What the fuck is 2 packing peanuts going to do? I mean, it's in a big box, so like, I'm sure the knife is fine, but just why 2 flat ass packing peanuts? I love White Mountain Knives, but that is completely illogical. Oh, anyways, little cellophane thing. Interesting. Okay. I've only ever had Kansept secondhand, and they've all been like no box or the Kaiser box, some other random thing. So I didn't know they did this. That's kind of cool. All right. And we have this thing that has a sky blue, baby blue little cloth. I kind of hate this, to be completely honest. Warranty. It's an accordion. All right. We have the cheapest feeling bag ever. Wow. I don't know what this bag is made out of, but holy crap. Not relevant to the knife at all, but yeah, that feels like a literal trash bag. Okay. And here is the knife itself. This is the Kansept Knives Korvid in DLC and micarta. And, oh, dude, it's fucking beautiful. Let's feel how it is in hand. Oh, quick little look, see. Look at that. Absolute monster. This is a thick bitch. Like, look at this. Here's a Yojimbo 2 for a size reference as far as the thickness. It's kind of a thick knife as well. Go ahead and do a full-size Crooked River for thickness as well. Riot XO for thickness as well. I don't know where my Spyderco is at. Those are always pretty good references. A good old PM2. But here's a modified Benchmade Freak, or Super Freak. Like, the whole knife is the size of the blade sticking out. Like, crazy, insane. Let's check the action. Okay. It's a big blade. This is also pretty fucking heavy, so I respect it. Drop down is like a guillotine because it's a heavy-ass blade. All right, now, I'm not a fan of flippers, so my intention is to grind the flipper off this thing immediately, but how does it open with the thumb studs? I used wrist that time, my bad. Okay, it's pretty solid, actually. For lefty EDC, and only lefty, how is the detent? Come on. Go on. Oh, fuck. Okay. It comes out. You have to hit it really hard. And when it does, it almost flies out of your fucking hand. That was scary. That was scary. Oh my God. Oh man. See, this is the downside to editing. So let's turn off my ringer real quick. Or the upside to editing. So as far as the actual ergonomics, oh, we got a fail there. So it is possible. That's on a lockup. Okay. Interesting. So you do have to get a really, really positive flick. If you're just kind of like in with it, sometimes it does lock up, sometimes it doesn't. Now it's locking up again. There we go. It might just need to break in. For the most part, it seems pretty good. Ergonomically on my size 2XL hands, it fits well. There is nothing sticking off at the end or whatever. It fits pretty much perfectly. It is very thin though. I mean, not that thin. I mean, you can see it isn't by any means a small knife, but there's no real contouring done on the micarta itself. Wow, can't talk. There is no real contouring done on the micarta itself, and that you can just really feel this knife in hand. I wouldn't necessarily call them like full-on hot spots, but it's not super comfortable. And if you want to choke up, then I got room sticking off. Like got a little quarter right here. As far as choking up, actually feels really good. Okay. I was like, this feels stupid. Then I noticed this little swoop right here. And if you choke up really far, like that feels really good. Okay. All right. So ergonomics like this are good, not great. I wish this was contoured, man. If they made my car just a little bit thicker and then contoured, whew, I would love it. As it is, it's definitely good. I would 100% recommend this knife so far, but not great. As far as the action, as you saw, it can go out really, really cleanly sometimes. Other times it just locks up and fucks up. The D10 is pretty strong. As you can notice, I was just going, ha! All that other stupid shit. The action's good. As far as the actual pocket clip, right? That's what we got. So on camera, let's make it awkward real quick. It slides in just fine. Feels like it has relatively decent retention. It's like I'm fucking masturbating. I don't see my arm doing this. I swear I'm not doing that. But so as far as the first impressions, this is actually pretty positive. I don't love it. It's one of those things I mentioned about hype in the beginning. Like I thought this was going to be perfect. It's not. To be fair, nothing ever is. But I still really like it. Let's do some actual cutting instead of just talking fucking forever. We have I don't know what this is, but whatever. We're going to cut it. I think it's a bill. Okay. So as far as paper test, very solid. This is also wrinkly ass paper, by the way. If it's just a clean white sheet of paper, it's easy to cut. If it is wrinkled and fucked up, it's a little bit harder. So, not the cleanest edge, but definitely is good to go. As far as on yield cardboard, should probably put that in frame. Jesus. I mean, it goes through. There's resistance, but not much. So paper okay, cardboard pretty fucking solidly. Now let's talk about the aesthetics, because man, I like weird knives. Like, just to be completely honest, I love Justin Koch's design because he's also a weird fuck like me. This is a weird looking knife, and you're probably either going to love it or you're going to hate it, and there's not going to be many middle grounds to it. But for me personally, like, I kind of love the way this knife looks. The action is decent. The ergonomics are good, not great. The choke up game, though, like, if you like choking shit, chickens are allegedly, I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. This feels pretty fucking good. And also just the intelligence of the design to be able to put this piece right here and just very slight swoop. I didn't even notice it at first. But once you actually put your thumb right there, fantastic. Again, there are hot spots. Right here in particular where this lock bar cutout, can't talk. It doesn't feel quite right. Again, this is one of those knives that I think if they spend just a little more money on, I think I paid like $80 for this. I'll pay $100 to give me a little thicker micarta, a little, nicely contoured. I'd love that. 20 extra bucks. I don't think that's too outrageous. And it could have been a home run. As it is now, it's a home good. If that makes no sense. It's a good knife. Jesus fuck. Anyways, so my overall first impression score, to be very clear also, if you choke up on this knife, like, I have big hands. Look at all this shit. It looks normal. Well, actually, that looks pretty ridiculous. It looks like a fucking gigantic straight razor, but I also kind of love that. So, yeah. I've been depressed the last few weeks, to be honest. This knife, whew, this shit makes me happy. Just fucking ridiculous and stupid and extra, and yeah. It's probably going to wear off soon. I'm going to go back to being miserable, but right now, yeah, I'm a little pumped. Also might just be a little might just be some scared residue though, because like when I was just going and it whipped out, like that shit scared the fuck out of me. My heart is still going. But anyway, as far as the first impression score, I can't give it a 10. I can't give it a 9. I think an 8 is being generous because it's not. I think like a 10, 9, 8. These are all great knives. This isn't great. This is good. I'll give it a 7. Very solid. For the price, if you want something big, extra, fun, like this is a home run for that specific category. Ergonomics, good. Action, good. There's nothing about this knife that's great, but in some ways it's kind of great as well because there's no real inherent problems. So as always, folks, move my goddamn microphone. I love you all. Please take care, and bye-bye. Whew.